2017 has been a fantastic year for anime. Easily the best since 2014, making it arguably the strongest in my 7+ years of thoroughly following the medium. As the last page of the calendar flips, it becomes time to discuss the 20 best anime of 2017. Number 20, ID0. This year's CG-heavy shows have firmly positioned themselves as something more than this anime would be good if not for all the CG. ID0 is a rambunctious mecha story whose visual craftsmanship is hard to deny, but it isn't just a good example of the oft-maligned animation style. It's a show that puts fun front and center alongside its heady sci-fi concepts. Though a tad convoluted, the plot leans on the question of what it means to be human in a world where science has nearly transcended such a concept. There's enough here to separate itself from similar stories, with a cast of outlaws who've uploaded their minds to mecha. ID0 is Firefly meets Gundam and Ghost in the Shell. Unlike director Garo, Taniguchi's biggest claim to fame, Code Geass, his latest work is heavy on the flashy battles over methodical encounters. And that plays to the strengths of a cast made up of a womanizing space race car driver, a ruthless businesswoman, and a shinobi mecha. ID0 is a zany, dumb, and sometimes smart anime. Number 19, The Dragon Dentist. When a bunch of creativity and unique concepts are melded together and held back by some spotty writing, the result is The Dragon Dentist. Nevertheless, it's a boldly entertaining time, juggling around frenetic action scenes, World War II metaphors, fate, and some beautiful visuals. What it lacks in narrative perfection is made up for with sheer creativity. In a world at war with one side possessing a massive dragon dominating the battlefield, this dragon naturally needs some quality dental hygienists taking care of its massive chompers. The theme of fate is debated via Nonoko, who accepts her inevitable doom, like all dragon dentists do, and a reborn soldier from the opposing side named Bell. Bell questions a way of life that so easily follows a tragic fate. The Dragon Dentist puts good times first and foremost more often than not, which is probably for the best given some of its shallow takes. As a highlight of Gainax veterans teaming up with young talent from Hideaki Anno's Animator Expo, The Dragon Dentist is an enjoyable curiosity, offering a off-the-beaten-path gem. Number 18, Lou Over the Wall. What narrative missteps exist, they don't manage to hold back the creativity, vibrant collective of visual styles, and inspiring tone of a Masaaki Yuasa film. If that name sounds familiar, it should. He's directed Ping Pong the Animation, Tatami Galaxy, and the upcoming Devilman Crybaby. Like much of the anime he has worked on, Lou Over the Wall goes through a variety of visual styles, both unique and unorthodox. It's hard not to crack a smile when the adorable Lou inspires the population of the shaded old fishing town of Hanashi to do the same. The implementation of the music and its power as a form of emotional expression is handled in such a way that the boisterous scenes of the whole town becoming one big stage performance is an impressive feat. Lou Over the Wall is such a positive and heartwarming time, something the anime medium has plenty of, but is particularly noteworthy here. Number 17, Kekai Sensen and Beyond. The appeal of urban living has grown on me over the years, pushing me from a small coastal New Jersey town to living in the greater Dayton metropolitan area of Ohio. Hopefully someday to a proper city where I can walk down any street in a 10-minute radius and have most of what I need. Kekai Sensen has always been at its best when capturing the feeling of urban living, the hustle and bustle of semi-managed chaos. That particular feeling of a pleasant loneliness in a sea of people who are living thousands of divergent lives, occasionally intertwining, the sheer amount of culture being birthed from those individuals, forming a greater collective made up of countless subgroups. Yasuhiro Naito's ability to create such a large and lovable cast of conflicting personalities is admirable. You think you have a favorite, you're dying to get another episode. But then, every 24 minutes, you've a new favorite that fills in a particular role in the chaos of Hellsalem's lot. There are moments where Season 2 gets a little too close to falling back into the serious and messy narrative of the first outing. But this time around, Kekai Sensen does a far superior job of sticking to style, such as the endearing episode of KK's attempt to balance her home and work life during her son's parent-teacher day. Number 16, Welcome to the Ballroom. Production IG's adaptation of the ballroom dancing manga by Tomo Takeuchi is best when dancing takes backstage to highlight internal turmoil. Like any good sports anime, the sport itself serves as a vessel for the character drama. If you've wondered how Kuroko no Basket made you care about basketball, Welcome to the Ballroom may not hit similar heights, but the cast does make the investment worthwhile. Character designs, especially those who come in the latter half, are all rather standout. Body shape is a key aspect of dancing. For example, Chinatsu has the perfect dancer's body. She's sleek, and her above average build makes her stand out from her Japanese counterparts. She's more in line with the sought after Western dancer's body. This is visible in pretty much every scene where her elegance becomes the centerpiece of the moment. These sorts of finer details are what the melodrama thrives on, with mostly good visual metaphors and stylistic flashbacks, building empathy for the supporting dancers. Number 15. Sakura Quest. PA Works' most widely enjoyed anime is of course Shirobako. Sakura Quest may not have the popularity boosting benefit of being an anime about anime, but it handles adult problems in the workplace just as well, if not better. Personally, I vibe with Sakura Quest far more than I do Shirobako. Rather than a cast of industry professionals learning the ropes, this is about finding your place in the world via your work. Something defining my existence given my disdain for an average job and high hopes for this YouTube channel. Like Shirobako, Sakura Quest has a set of personalities learning to coexist and thrive. The character designs are top notch, with a rotating wardrobe for the girls emitting a strong sense of individual style. The faces are expressive, cementing the humor and building empathy with the plight of the decaying town of Manoyama. Sakura Quest has its slow points and probably could have cut 5 or so episodes, but it's an easy recommendation for anyone who likes Shirobako or other adult workplace anime. Number 14. Blame. My limited experience with Polygon Pictures has left me wishing for better. Knights of Sidonia's ugly-ass character designs with janky low-frame animations stop me from enjoying the highly detailed backgrounds and dark sci-fi plot. Maybe it's experience, a film budget, or a combination of both, but I thoroughly enjoy Blame. Some awkwardness remains. To name a specific example, the rocks plummeting down in the final battle have all the impact of a piece of loose leaf paper dropping from a school desk. That said, artistic and directorial prowess outweigh what issues I can bring up in regards to the visuals. I get the feeling the story is more detailed and better in the manga, but the ever-expanding post-apocalyptic city ruled by machines hell-bent on exterminating humanity is an enticing premise. Overall, this is a good teaser for making people, like myself, finally read the manga. Number 13. Attack on Titan Season 2. A 4-year wait for the sequel to one of my all-time favorites is likely destined to be a letdown. No matter how well I usually guard myself from such. I was not expecting it to be such a step down though. The god-awful reveal and constant one-upping of plot twists lack impact. All that said, much of what makes me love Attack on Titan is still present, and the first episode might be one of the best in the entire series. The reveal of the Beast Titan as it speaks to Micah is incredible. Seeing a top tier soldier who is reduced to the same fear as the greenest of recruits is distressingly uncomfortable. Then there is the sharp transition to the creepy ED. The stumbles in the middle are mended to some degree by the terrific start and finish, and sure enough, Attack on Titan can still deliver on high octane chaos filled with tragic demises and harrowing sequences of desperation. Season 2 had a lot to live up to, but hopefully a quicker return for Season 3 gives way to a fantastic recovery. Number 12. Princess Principal. Written by Ichiro Okouchi, best known as a co-creator and writer of Code Geass, Princess Principal does not fail to live up to its impressive credits. As a cute girls spy thriller, there's a distinctive style taking influence from both the real world and beloved genre fiction. Steampunk industrial London is in the midst of a tenuous treaty similar to that of Cold War Berlin. Mixed in are equally strained relationships where even the good guys are all deceiving each other in some form or fashion. The girls have their own agenda, both coinciding with the greater group's loyalty to the proletarian state of the Commonwealth, but they need to deceive each other for personal gain. What the show plays at is a neat little twist on cute girls becoming friends via a club notion. The purpose, to meld the genres and ask, is friendship and trust actually possible where neither seem to exist? There's some impressive art too, especially in the outfits as they slink through the cobblestone streets of London. The ending leaves a little to be desired because it's a clear sequel hook when there is no guarantee we'll get such, but as a standalone piece, Princess Principal is worth it. Number 11, Recovery of an MMO Junkie. MMO Junkie is the lighthearted version of Welcome to the NHK, where it doesn't hurt to watch someone so reflective of your weaker self struggle to find happiness. Graduating into his first role as director, Kazuyoshi Yagunuma leads MMO Junkie into touching upon career burnout, being a NEET, and online identity. Moriko's endearing slob nature is relatable to anyone who has vegged out for days at a time. The mature and sometimes more masculine reactions voice actress Mamiko Noto delivers wonderfully contrast with the Moriko we see on screen. Because no matter how apathetic someone may seem about their appearance, we're all self-conscious. It's important to discuss the theme MMO Junkie covers seriously, but it's an equally essential part of the healing process to accept yourself as the butt of the joke. Such humor takes a great deal of care not to muck up. Studio Signal MD smartly steers clear of the darker realities of being a shut-in, but stays grounded enough to have a strong pathos as it delivers its story of recovering from that lifestyle and developing online relationships. So that's it for this time. I'll be counting down from 10 to 2 real soon and capping it off with an entire video dedicated to my overall favorite shortly thereafter. As always, like, subscribe, all that nonsense. It is very much appreciated. And if you can, please donate to my Patreon. That's by far the best way to ensure that these videos keep on coming.